Corsica is an underrated French island in the Mediterranean with beautiful beaches, picturesque towns, and pristine nature. In this video, we'll share a 5-day itinerary in Corsica on a budget in under 5 minutes. We took the ferry from Nice to Bastia since it was cheaper than flying and started day one picking up our rental car. Corsica is a large island and public transportation is minimal. If you're visiting during high season, there may be more options, but it will be crowded. We visited in October, and even though renting a car was a bit expensive, it was the best option for getting around, especially with such a short trip. Our first stop is Florent to visit the incredible Lotu and Saleccia beach in the Agria desert. These beaches are only accessible by boat, hiking, or on a 4x4. Since we were short on time, we took a taxi boat to Saleccia, ate our picnic lunch that we picked up at the supermarket in Nice the day before, walked to Lotu Beach, and the boat picked us up and took us back to Florent. If you want to save a few bucks, you can have the boat drop you off and pick you up from Lotu Beach, but you'll have to hike both ways to Saleccia. Visiting Saleccia Beach is definitely worth it since we found Saleccia less crowded and incredibly beautiful. Florent is a cute town to visit, and we stayed at an incredible B&B nearby. There's a bus from Bastia to Florent, so if you don't want to rent a car, you can take the bus, but you'll likely want to make just a day trip so you don't have to lug all your luggage out on the bus. Next, we'll spend the day driving to the south of Corsica, stopping at a few sites along the way. We started off driving to the town of Oletta and walked around the empty streets during low season. It was a very quiet morning, but the town is very picturesque. Then we drove towards the San Michael Church near Murato. This unique small church was built with green serpentine and white limestone. There's a small entrance fee to enter and walk around the grounds. It's a small area, but we enjoyed the stop to stretch our legs during the drive. Our last stop before arriving in Bonifacio was San Ciprianu. By this point, the weather had turned, and instead of turquoise water, it was gray, cloudy, and windy. We still enjoyed walking around and eating ice cream, but it would have been a prettier spot with sunny weather. You can take the bus from Bastia to Bonifacio, but you would have to transfer in Porto Vecchio, and you would miss a lot of these sites that we visited. Once in Bonifacio, we checked into our hotel and ate dinner. If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. The next morning, explore the historical Old Town and Fort of Bonifacio. Before entering the gate to the Old Town, we hiked along the coast for beautiful views of the city. Once inside the Old Town, we followed the free audio tour to learn more about Bonifacio's history. For €6, you can get a combo ticket to walk down the Rey de Aragon steps and visit the Bastion. Well worth the €6 in our opinion. We also visited the Maritime Cemetery and ate lunch in Old Town. In the afternoon, we went to the Plage de Piantarella and walked to the Plage de Petit Speron from there, before heading back to Bonifacio for dinner. On day 4, it was cloudy and windy, so we drove along the coast looking for sun without much luck. If the weather permits, take a boat tour to see the cliffs outside of Bonifacio. It was too windy, but we were sad we weren't able to do this. The sun came out around noon, so we returned to spend more time at the Plage de Petit Speron. We also hiked about 1 kilometer to check out the Plage de Grand Speron. The wind made the water a little too rough, so we returned to the Petit Speron beach. Later in the afternoon, we drove 15 minutes to the Plage de Stagnolou to watch the sunset. This beach is another great spot for hiking since you do have to walk to the beach from the parking near La Tonara Beach. In July and August, there's a bus to the Plage de Piantarella from the port of Bonifacio, but otherwise you would need a car. There are no public transportation options to Stagnolou Beach. On our last day, we needed to drive back to Bastia to take the ferry back to Nice early the next morning. So on our way, we stopped at Plage de Santa Giulia. This beautiful beach can be crowded, but it is very long, so if you walk down the shore, you'll likely be able to find a quieter spot. The crystal clear water is super calm and basically like a pool. After lunch, we finished the drive back to Bastia and returned the rental car. In July and August, there's a bus from Porto Vecchio to Santa Giulia Beach. And there you have it, our 5-day itinerary in under 5 minutes. I hope this guide inspires you to explore Corsica and plan your trip. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.